Hello everyone, welcome to part 1 of my Let's Play of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. We'll be taking on level 1, whereabouts to the win. The last part was just the intro of the game. I didn't commentate over that because I didn't really think it was too necessary. So, we are wiped out after we got the 4 sword. And here's Gabora, or however that goes, explaining everything to us. So this is the first and only Zelda game that allows you to play with multiple players. I believe it's the only one where you can play the main game, I guess, with multiple players. But they Nintendo didn't really make that work very well, because in order to play with more than one person, you need to have a Game Boy Advance for each person, plus a cord that connects into the GameCube. So with 4 people, you need 4 Game Boy Advance, 4 cords that go from the Game Boy Advance to the GameCube, and the game and the GameCube itself. So, yeah, that didn't really work very well. So in this, when I'm playing one player, you basically control the green Link, and then all the other links follow you. But you can go into formations to make your links in a certain pattern, and you kind of control them all at once. And we'll playing a game right here, get some Force Gems, and kind of teaches you how to form. And Force Gems in this game are kind of like the currency, and in order to beat each level, you need to collect 2,000 of them. So they're kind of important, and every time you get hit, you'll lose a little bit, but they'll be spread out, and so you can pick them up again if you really need to. But in each level, you start with 4 heart containers, which is kind of different. Usually start with 3. But in each level, I believe there are 3 heart containers that you could find. And, you pick those up and you get more life. And at the end of the level, it all resets. And you go back to the 4 hearts and 0 Force Gems. So, as you see, there's a big block. Hit the switch, get some Force Gems. But there's a big block. And we can push that by having all the links push it all at once. So that's kind of cool. It brings in new puzzles, having to control multiple links. I've been wanting to make Let's Play videos for a while. A long time, actually. Ever since I was like, I think 8 or 9. You can look on my old computer and you can see old videos of me, playing with a camera hooked up, camera in front of the TV, and I'm just like talking and while playing. They're pretty ridiculous. I think you guys know what I'm talking about with the little kids that take the cameras and record themselves playing, thinking that they can play the game and be like one of the big names. It's kind of funny. They're kind of humorous to go back and watch. And they kind of bring me down memory lane. But they're really terrible, like really, really bad. They're pretty bad. But now I have I'm recording with a Dazzle DVD recorder, and I actually got this a while ago, but I've just kind of been lazy, never really used it until now. I'm recording, my mic that I'm using is actually, it's a Turtle Beach. It's a broken Turtle Beach, but it's a Turtle Beach nonetheless. Yeah, the ear parts where the ear things, whatever you call those, where you put them around your ear, they kind of broke off, so they're just dangling. So yeah, in this game, when you collect items, you can only pick them up one at a time, and so every time you get a new item, the one that you previously had drops. But it's pretty cool because they get, all the major items in this game. We've seen the boomerang, which can, get Force Gems from far away or pick up keys, and we have the fire rod, which is one of my favorites because it just burns everything. Grass, trees right there. So yeah, this is a pretty fun game. The one player, it's pretty easy. This is a pretty easy game. And when you're playing this one player, how you can control all 4 of the links, you can kill enemies pretty quickly. But I'm sure this game's a lot of fun with multiple people. I've actually never had the chance to play this with multiple people because I don't know anybody that has a Game Boy and the Game Boy connector. So, yeah. So we're just, you see how when we go inside buildings or caves, it goes into a smaller screen. And if you're playing with the Game Boy Advance, the smaller screen is actually what we see on the TV. The smaller screen is what we would see in on the Game Boy. So there's Dark Link throwing his hammer around. You know, you'll see a bunch of Dark Shadow, I guess they're Shadow Links. You know, wreaking havoc all over the place, and if you kill them, I think you get 100 to 150 force gems. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, we're playing through. I'm actually post-commentating this. I usually like to do, I don't know what you call it, during. I like to commentate while I'm playing. I think that's a little more entertaining, and I'm kind of out of things to say right now. Because I'm doing post-commentary. So, you know, having all 4 links is pretty fun. And we're going underneath, and we'll be meeting an annoying character that, if you played any Zelda game, you'll probably know him. There's Tingle. Huh? You saved me, Tingle. Oh, the outfit, that Aurora. The fairy that Tingle has dreamed of. It's you! Oh, Mr. Fairy, you come to rescue me. It's going too fast. Can't read it. Force Gem Rock, save me. Blah, blah, blah. Man, I did not let myself read this when I was playing. I'll try to do that next time. Tingle, Tingle, Limpa. So, Tingle will actually fly around on his balloon, and let's see, we're swimming, we can dive under the water and pick up force gems, but every time, there's like a big group of force gems that appear, Tingle will usually come onto the screen, and he can actually take some force gems. He usually looks for like the 100 force gems. So we're going to a cave here, and here's another mechanic. It's a cannon, so it'll shoot you up, and usually there'll be force gems up there you can pick up. There's a chest, some purple force gem is 50. So there's a force gem kind of across the water there, and we can't really get to it. But there's a boomerang, but I guess I'm gonna ignore that right now. And there's Tingle trying to get the force gems, but we got him. Actually, what's really fun in this game is when you fly up in the air, you can actually press the B button, and you can come down with your sword, kind of stab the ground, and it does a lot of damage, and it's pretty cool. So got the boomerangs back. And I kind of messed up here. I was trying to go down to get that force gem that's across the waterfall. Actually 15,000, so we'll be getting 2,000 pretty quick. Another mechanic in this game is every time you die, if you have a what we call force fairies, they'll bring you back to life, which actually makes this game extremely easy because you can find those fairies really easily in the game. I think by the time I finish this game, most of the time I'm playing through it, I'll have like 90 at the end still unused. So yeah, you usually don't die very much in this game. I guess in the later levels, maybe, but it's not that difficult in the game. So here's another thing: you can control each link separately, and the other links will just kind of sit there, which is kind of cool, bringing new puzzles. Let's see these chests. Another 100. There's a heart container. So yeah, you can collect the heart containers. Here's one of those puzzles, be individual links. And I kind of left my buddies behind. So we just press the Y button and they're all back. So Zoras are in this game. They're pretty annoying, so I'll come out and shoot the fire or whatever comes out of the rounds. And if you see, look at this game, it looks and it plays almost identical to A Link to the Past, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, if, this game is kind of just like A Link to the Past 4-player, which I think it was a pretty good idea, because A Link to the Past, everyone knows that game is a really good game. So if you have a buddy playing with you, he's probably playing A Link to the Past. So I'm going to fall off the edge a couple times, pretty sure, because I can't really... Oh, and there it goes. Yeah, I kind of messed that up. Purple Link kind of got left behind and hit the switch. And if you notice, each of the links, they, there we go, now we're on it. They have, a different pitched voice, which is kind of cool. Oh, and we've hit 2,000, so we get the power to repel evil. So now we can shoot laser beams, and we can actually do some kind of like super spin. If you hold down the B button for a long amount of time, and I think I'll do this at the end of the level, you do some like great spin, kind of like from Wind Waker when you collect the 10 crests, and you can do that. I think it's called the Great Spin. But we're actually coming up near the end of the level here, and just get the rocks out of the way. See, with 4 lengths going down, you can cover a lot of ground really quickly. And I'm pretty sure there are some chests down there, but I just kind of ignored them. I kind of want to get to the end of this level. It's almost over. But here is a rock ton of enemies. But with the beams from our sword, they were pretty easy. So we're gonna leave those 3 links right there, and we get some more force gems. And at the end of the level, for every 1,000 force gems that you have, you'll get a force fairy. So that just makes it so at the end of each level, you know, you're guaranteed at least 2 through the boss battle. I'm not sure of the name of this guy, but you actually battle him a lot. So you probably should learn good strategy. What I usually do is just run around, wait till he stabs, and then hit him in the side or the back. This guy's pretty simple, not too difficult. Not difficult at all, actually. And if you roll, you can roll with the R button, and then if you press B right after you roll, you'll actually do a spin attack. And with the cross formation I've got, it covers a lot of ground with the spin, because all the links do it once. Like, picked up a bunch of gems right there. And I thought there'd be something in a patch of grass down there, because it was kind of weird placement, but no. So at the end of the level, and this is the, I think they're called like body barriers, and you have to beat them in the force beams, and that'll be the end of the level. So, see you next time. We'll be taking on level 2.